Good afternoon and welcome to the 34th Annual Business in the Arts Awards. My name is John Foshi and I'm honored to serve as this year's MABCA Board Chairman. I'd like to take a moment to thank today's most generous sponsors, Alabama Power, Riverbank and Trust, and the Alabama State Council on the Arts. We appreciate the time and energy spent by WSFA's Sherman Williams, along with Ashley Ledbetter, on creating our first ever virtual event. We certainly are in different times, and the arts sector has greatly suffered because of COVID-19. But to no one's surprise, we have seen incredible creativity, reinvention, and ingenuity by the arts industry. In turn, the businesses that support the arts have continued their gifts in all manners, and it is why we are here today celebrating those crucial partnerships. Let's all take a look at 2020 together.
Welcome to the MABCA 34th Annual Business in the Arts Awards, virtually. During the past year, MABCA has been honored to partner with the City of Montgomery, the Public Art Commission, the Montgomery County Commission, and the State of Alabama, whereby we serve as the project manager for the creation and installation of several projects, such as the Book Bench Project installation at local schools, community centers and libraries, bicentennial bus wraps celebrating the past 200 years of Montgomery and the future, the bronze statue of General Richard Montgomery, for whom the city is named, the renovation of Klein Park into Montgomery Plaza, serving as a gathering place for citizens and visitors to Montgomery, the Nostra Luma marble sculpture, celebrating our sister city relationship of Pietrasanta, Italy, installation of street pianos painted by BTW Magnet students downtown and at MGM Regional Airport, and the life-size bronze statue of Rosa Parks, celebrating the bicentennial anniversary of the city of Montgomery and the state of Alabama. The arts sector has done what they do best, which has been to find creative solutions to challenges that we have not seen the likes of in 100 years. Virtual, Zoom, WebEx, and working remotely have become buzzwords, and the art community has done an exemplary job in providing the quality of life offerings we are all so desperately missing. While nothing can replace an in-person experience, theaters, ballet companies, visual art creators, musical ensembles, literary art groups, and historical preservation organizations have all created online opportunities for their audiences and members to remain involved and entertained. We commend our local arts groups for creatively finding ways to stay connected. It is imperative for the River Region business community to continue their support of the arts, as local governments have experienced decreases in revenue. The arts groups are feeling the brunt of this loss. Today, we celebrate the business community and arts organizations' partnerships that we know will withstand this challenging time. When we are again able to attend an event, performance, or visual exhibition in person, we will be more avert that these businesses have remained steadfast to their commitment, so we are all able to enjoy the culturally rich offerings the River Region is known for. We thank you for everyone's support today, and we congratulate you all on your tenacity, hard work, and perseverance. Thank you for your continued support. We hope you enjoy today's presentation.
As you can see, our arts organizations have been working nonstop, even through the cancellations, mandated shutdowns, and postponements. We commend all of the organizations for their tremendous work. I will now turn it over to our great MC, WSFA's own Mark Bullock.
Good afternoon. I'm Mark Bullock, and I'll be your virtual MC for today's program. What a great start to our celebration of the arts. At this time, we'd like to thank our most generous patrons for their support of the luncheon today. Our patrons are being displayed right now on your screen. Thank you so much for your support in a year that has been so uncertain. It means so much to the MABCA and to the arts organizations themselves. Patrons, we hope you are enjoying the lunch provided to you by Vintage Cafe. We know the effect the COVID-19 pandemic has had on the restaurant and hospitality businesses. Please support your local restaurants. They need our continued support. We'd also like to recognize and congratulate the 2020 MABCA nominees. The nominations, as you know, are provided by the River Region's arts organizations. These businesses are all sizes, and their support for the arts comes in all manners, such as monetary gifts, board service, and in-kind donations. Your arts organizations thank you all for the loyal and continued support you provide to them. They simply could not do what they do without important partnerships with local businesses. In keeping with the theme of business and art partnerships, the Business in the Arts Awards themselves are works of art, this year created by local artist Miss Alana Hagler. Miss Hagler was born in Tel Aviv, Israel, and immigrated to the United States at the age of 5. She received her Bachelor of Arts degree in both studio art and psychology from Brandeis University, Boston, and continued her studies for 2 years at the master class of the Jerusalem Studio School, and received her Master of Fine Arts from the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts. Alana has won multiple prizes in painting and drawing and has exhibited her work across the United States and internationally. She currently serves as an assistant professor of art at Alabama State University, and most recently her portrait of the late President George H.W. Bush was chosen for the upcoming 2020 presidential $1 coin from the U.S. Mint. The Virginia and Robert S. Wheel Arts and Education Award is an award designed to recognize businesses that support the arts in an educational manner. MABCA partners with the Arts Council of Montgomery's Draw Montgomery Art Contest to select a student who will design the award itself. The 2020 Wheel Arts and Education artist is Miss Mia Johnston, a sophomore at BTW Magnet High School. She's been in the photography magnet program there for 2 years, is a member of the National Art Honor Society. She's active with the cross-country team, Model UN, mock trial team, youth legislature, and she serves as a volunteer for the Capri Movie Theater in Montgomery. Now let's proceed with the presentation of our awards. For the past 34 years, the Business in the Arts Awards have recognized outstanding and innovative business support of arts organizations in the River region, businesses of all sizes. It's an opportunity to recognize these productive partnerships and further the awareness of the business sector's role as a supporter of the arts. There will be one award winner in each category, but all finalists are to be congratulated for their significant contributions to the arts in the River region.
At MEBCA, we decided we wanted to hire someone maybe who was having some struggles, who wouldn't fit into a conventional job spot. So we called Triumph Services, and they sent out a young man named Robert. And they brought Robert in, and they said, Robert can't communicate, that's his main problem. And so we said, we'll give it a shot. We didn't know what lack of communication would mean. We don't have anybody in our office who can't communicate. Sometimes we wish some people would quit communicating. But Robert came in, and the first thing he did, the very first thing he did, he picked up a green marker and he wrote down the word green. And I thought, well, that's pretty good. And he wrote it in the color green. Then next, Robert picked up a red pen and he wrote down the word red, and he wrote it in red. And he did the same thing with blue, pink, orange, brown. Someone who couldn't communicate just communicated to me through art that he could write, and that he wanted to tell us, there's something in here, there's something I want you to know about me. But music, art, theater, all these things are so important, and if they go away, we're stuck with people pontificating. We were already great fans of the chorale, the big chorale, and then later on I got asked to be on the board of the Montgomery Chorale. I sing with the chorale, and I love serving on that board. Art doesn't tell you anything. Art asks you to think. And I think that's what we need to remember as we celebrate the arts.
We have been a supporter of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival almost longer than I've been alive, I think, about 20 years or so. The Shakespeare Festival is something that is very necessary for our community and our tourism and the diversity and culture here in Montgomery. It's something that I've been proud of for the city of Montgomery, and then us being able to contribute to the longevity of that has been rewarding for us.
We've been here in business for 37 years, and we understand that if we don't contribute to the community and become a part of the community and support all things like Shakespeare, that it's going to be bad for not only Russell Construction, our community image, but for the city. There are several other things in town that are options for businesses to support, like Montgomery Chorale, like the museum, By being active in it, I think we get opportunities that we wouldn't normally get. Like we were able to build the Legacy Museum and be involved with EJI and some of the things they're doing. Possibly because they knew about us because we're active in the community. I'm not really sure about that, but we appreciate the work. This year with COVID, we've been able to continue to work. Nobody's working at Shakespeare right now. All those people are out of work. And I believe that everybody that has been a contributor, show sponsors and that type of thing, I believe everyone has continued to pay, which is really quite a compliment to the city, the businesses and people around Montgomery that have supported Shakespeare for years.
The tipping point is, I like to say, it's a mom and pop sort of gastropub. We're very fortunate to be located in the Hampstead development. The community there supports us and all around Montgomery. Because of that support, just the connections that we have, we've always felt like when we can, we should give back. Because of that unique space that we're in can host some special events. We've done some Oktoberfests, we've done some St. Patrick's Day, some other crawfish boils, things like that. And each one of those gives us an opportunity to generate a little extra cash and give back to somebody that we can sponsor. So the Shakespeare Festival has always been near and dear to my heart. We've had a couple of fundraisers. We've had them come out and do sort of a green stage event where our community can connect with some of the actors. Those have been wonderful. And then Cloverdale Playhouse has also been a recipient, some similar stuff to that. I still serve on the board there. And then Clefworks, those guys, they bring some of the most amazing music to our city, and we have had them perform in our space, some of their trios and quartets, and to be able to provide that quality of art, of music in our space, I don't know where else you can get that. It's a huge win for us.
And the winner of the Business in the Arts Award in the small business category is the Tipping Point. And accepting the award is Sam Wooten.
On behalf of myself, my family, and all of the Tipping Point employees, we are so grateful for this award. It's a real honor to even be in a group with the other nominees. We feel very strongly that all of us can do whatever we can, whatever little part we can play to help support and enrich the creative community that lifts up all our lives. So we just want to say thank you, keep that support up, and we'll see you down the road.
Now let's take a look at the medium business finalists.
We were involved from the beginning, working with Red Blunt on components of the Shakespeare festivals. Been a real pleasure to get to be a part of that institution for a long time. That's a real personal passion, and it's something that our firm has always been proud to be associated with. The business community has always stepped up here in this town, and now we've got to cast a wider net. And if we don't all step up and do our part, we're not going to be able to maintain the level of arts that we've always had. And I think it's hard to maintain a quality of life without the arts. It's the only way that we get to maybe show ourselves differently. I think it is a place that we get to dictate what people think about us. People from outside sometimes decide to define us one way or the other. And at least through the arts, we can show who we are. And Goodard Mills and Kaywood has always committed a lot of our resources towards helping create jobs. Those jobs then give us the opportunity to do things like support the arts and have the next generation of benefactors come along.
My parents instilled in me and my sisters at an early age the importance of giving back to your community. And one thing my dad has always said is that he wants you to keep in mind that we all need to pay our civic rent. And one of those is by supporting the arts. Kalonji Gilchrist with 21 Dreams contacted us, and I think it was in the second year of Flight of Arts. He explained that it was a variety of different events over a 4-day period in conjunction with the Montgomery Museum of Fine Arts and the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, which we have supported for many years also. My Aunt Judy Kaiser, has always been very supportive of a lot of different community efforts in Montgomery, and she took on as one of her projects here a number of years ago, Montgomery Christian School. She has created a fundraiser called Art Splash. All the proceeds and the benefits from that go to assist the school and assist the children with their education. Y'all approached us about an art project that you wanted, a mural that you wanted to put on the side of that building, and so all we had to do was agree to allow you to do that, and y'all turned the artist loose. So now we have the beautiful mural depicting Nat King Cole, and so we were just honored that you guys asked us to help with that, and I think it turned out great, and we're glad to be a part of it.
We formed a firm in 1977, and we've been here the whole time. We have really bought into the city of Montgomery. And part of what makes it a really great place to live is the arts that we have here. We also recognize that the arts, in particular dance, music, the Montgomery Chorale, we see those things as things that attract people. Kitty came up with a concept of having military night so that we can support our clients in the military. They get to come to the performances at no cost, and we're happy to be able to sponsor those things. My son, James III, is the director of the Montgomery Chorale, so naturally we're gonna go and see him.
Last year I told you Kitty could be a little bit persuasive, and for all of us that knew her, worked with her, loved her, family members, dancers, everybody understood that. We used to always go to Corsinos on Friday night, and Kitty hit me at the right moment and kind of tricked me into being in one of their performances as the father in the Christmas performance. It was a lot of fun. It was really a lot of fun, but they made fun of me forever after that, the Alabama Dance Theater. So they told me I had no rhythm, no anything, and it really crushed me. Yeah. The James C's and Kitty Seals, those people that are passionate about it, they don't do it for the money, they do it for the love of the art. And we as the business community have to feel responsible to support them because it's just part of what we do.
And it is my pleasure to announce the winner of the Medium-Sized Business in the Arts Award is the Kaiser Family Partnership. Accepting the award is Jake Kaiser.
First, I'd like to say thank you from Kaiser Family Partnership for this wonderful honor today. I would like to thank the Montgomery Area Business Committee for the Arts, Ashley, the Board of Directors for this recognition. We're just glad that we're able to support the arts community and to be a part of Montgomery and everything that's going on here. Supporting the arts has always been extremely important to us, and we look forward to continuing that support. It's really an honor to be nominated with the other nominees today, and we're all supporting the arts, and we're all trying to make Montgomery and our surrounding communities a better place by supporting them. Thank you.
Now we take a look at the large business category finalists.
Guardian Credit Union has supported the arts in different ways over the years, and we find that the art community does a great job of breaking down barriers and bringing people together. It allows individuals to connect with themselves and with others regardless of their walk of life that they're in. Art tells a story. We understand that everybody has their story, and Guardian wants to be a part of that. Our affiliation with 21 Dreams started from an individual that works with us at Guardian, and she was doing the Torchbearers class. They started an art function where they pulled artists of all different backgrounds together to put it on an event for the community. And then over the last couple of years, 21 Dreams had taken that on. And so through her connection with 21 Dreams, it has kind of sparked an interest in her and then others at the credit union as well. In addition to 21 Dreams, Guardian has supported the Alabama Shakespeare Festival throughout the last couple of years, as well as the Landmarks Foundation, Old Alabama Town. The arts bring connection to one another. It gives us something that we can all find interest in and agree on, and it could be one piece that means something different to everybody else, but we all can find this commonality there that really brings us together as a community.
Rheem is a leading global manufacturer of water heating and HVAC products, and is actually very proud to be a fixture in the Montgomery community since 1972. We're very proud of the fact that essential high-quality goods such as water heaters and HVAC products are being manufactured right here in Montgomery and shipped to households and businesses all across North America. Rheem actually has partnership with the museum and the Montgomery arts community dating back to 1997, and Rheem is very passionate about giving back to the communities where our employees live and work. In our local markets, we actually have employee-driven committees that help recommend great causes to support, such as the arts. As a leader of manufacturing and innovation, we fully embrace creativity. The Museum of Fine Arts has been a staple in our Montgomery community for a long time and means such a great deal to our employees and our extended Rheem families. We recognize the need for the arts in our local community and the role that it plays in enriching our children's learning and development, and deeply appreciate the outreach opportunities that the museum provides to our local Montgomery families. Throughout the 48 years of operation in the Montgomery community, Rheem has given back to organizations that play an important role in our local community, such as the arts, and being able to support the Museum of Fine Arts is really such an honor.
Trustmark supports a number of activities in the market, but one of those is the Alabama Shakespeare Festival. Linwood McLean, who's our regional president, is on the board. We support financially. We have some members of our company who are on the Panier Society. We believe in it because it's a part of our community. We support Valiant Cross independent of ASF, but we also support them through ASF. And a lot of those children would not have the opportunity to be exposed to the arts. And so we're hopeful that this gives them the opportunity to be a part of the arts and develop them as whole people. We support a number of activities in addition to ASF. For instance, the Montgomery Museum of Fine Arts, we're a supporter of that group. We support Art Splash with Montgomery Christian School. We support the Rosa Parks Museum and Library. So it's all a part of supporting the entire community through arts in other areas and for making the community a whole place. People want to be places where they feel a quality of life, and supporting the quality of life has a direct effect on our company. When people move into the community, when people support the community, they spend money on museums, they spend money at restaurants. That supports the community, that helps the community thrive. And we in turn build on that as well. So it's reciprocal, it's symbiotic. We feed off one another, so it helps us as we help them. So it's a win-win for everyone.
And the winner of the Business in the Arts Award in the large business category is Rheem Manufacturing. Accepting the award is Crystal Hunt.
It's such an honor to be recognized with the Business in the Arts Award from the Montgomery Museum of Fine Arts and the Montgomery arts community. We are committed to giving back to the Montgomery community, and we look forward to supporting the local arts and community in the future. The Museum of Fine Arts plays an important role to our community and to our extended Rheem families, and being able to support the museum is a great honor that we genuinely and deeply appreciate. So thank you very much.
And now I'd like to introduce Laurie Wheel to present the Wheel Arts and Education Award.
Good afternoon. My name is Laurie Wheel, and it is my honor to present the Virginia and Robert S. Wheel Arts and Education Award, named for my Aunt Virginia and Uncle Bobby. Bobby, along with Red Blunt, was one of the founders of MABCA and served as the first board chairman for several years. When my aunt became president of the Montgomery Museum of Fine Arts, the museum collection was a hodgepodge of paintings and historical objects. Virginia was transformative and led the museum to send the archives to the State Department of History and Archives, and to lead the museum to become accredited as a fine arts institution, with education as one of its top priorities. This award is given to a business that has shown exceptional support to the arts in an educational manner. Let's take a look at the award.
Gary Smith and Horace Horn jumped in with both feet to allow Power South to be a sponsor of ASF's School Fest and educational programs. Gary told me that he feels that the arts provide a vision for the community, and this vision enables students' perspective to be broadened and enriches their whole educational experience. This broadened perspective, in turn, enriches our community. We are so grateful to Power South for its vision of supporting the arts and arts education in Montgomery.
Museum is so thankful for Power South. They have been a part of our corporate philanthropy program for over 15 years now. And because of the sustained support that they have given us, it's allowed us to fully recognize our mission and better serve the community. Invest in not only museum members, but in the city, county, and the river region. Arts education in Montgomery is dependent on the museum in a lot of ways. We go into Montgomery Public Schools and serve those students. We have kindergarten students that come to us annually. The support that we receive from corporate partners like Power South help us make all of that programming possible.
I am happy to present the Virginia and Robert S. Wheel Arts in Education Award to Power South Energy Cooperative. Accepting the award is Gary Smith.
On behalf of Power South, we appreciate this prestigious award. We're both humbled and honored to be considered for it, so thank you so much.
I would now like to ask Todd Strange to present the Helen Steinecker Community Award.
It is my distinct honor and great pleasure to be able to present the Helen Steinecker Community Award. This award, as many of you know, is named for the late Helen Steinecker, the former executive director of the Montgomery Symphony, and for many years she did great service to our community. And this award has been created to honor individuals and other organizations that have community service but don't necessarily fit in any one of the categories that we're honoring today. I can think of no one individual that is more deserving of this than Kitty Seal. Miss Kitty, as she was affectionately known as, was a consummate arts advocate. Kitty Seal founded the ADT, Alabama Dance Theater. Before that, she was a school teacher in the public system, and then she, for many years, had the Montgomery School of Fine Arts, a one-room ballet studio on Woodley Road. She has been described as Superwoman. Kitty created audiences in a general sense to broaden the love of arts for all.
She and Kate had set up an appointment to meet with me, and when I met them in the lobby, right off the bat, I just, the sparkle in her eye and her graciousness, she was so happy to actually come to the station and have a chance to chit-chat with me. Typically those meetings last maybe 20 minutes. It was over an hour and a half. Now I gotta say that I was very excited also because they brought me food, but that was what she did. Her passion for the arts, her passion especially for dance, was really unmatched. And she had the ability to ask you to do something on her behalf, and you could never say no. She was so gracious in everything that she did. You could tell that the people that worked with her, the students, they loved her. And what's not to love? She was just a delightful person.
Because of my long-term relationship with Kitty, our firm, Harmon Dennis Bradshaw, has always felt a commitment to her legacy and also the job that she was doing to put the ballet on the map. And I think it's important for Montgomeryans to realize the cultural experience that all of these young ladies had participated in Miss Kitty's program. And Harmon Dennis Bradshaw always felt like there was an important aspect of our cultural community and very appreciative to have the opportunity to support it. The thing about Kitty is she had a friend for life. And I think that it makes a big difference that so many people still have such an appreciation for her work, but particularly her friendship. And I think Kitty's friendship will live with us the rest of our lives. And we are deeply grateful for the fact that we knew Kitty during the prime of her life.
There's no greater person that I can think of deserving of this. And it's my great honor to present that award, the Helen Steinecker Community Award, to Kitty Seal posthumously, and accepting is her husband Turner and her daughter, who is continuing the tradition, Kate Seal Smith.
My father and I are honored to accept the Helen Steinecker Award on behalf of Kitty Seal founding artistic director of the Alabama Dance Theater. My mom, fondly known as Miss Kitty, spent most of her life pouring her heart and soul into the arts. She followed her dream as a little girl and opened a ballet school, and soon after created a pre-professional dance company with the loving support of her husband and my dad, Turner Seal. Remember when you asked her why she wanted to have a company, Dad?
Well, she said she wanted to have a school and then a company. And I said, why do you have to have a company? She didn't respond, and she said to me, she says, would you have practiced football 5 days a week and not played a game? I said, good point. I understand, so we're having a company.
I had the pleasure of working beside my mom for 22 years. I experienced firsthand the genuine joy she had nurturing, training, loving, supporting, and fighting for her students to reach their goals and their dreams. She left a huge legacy. We want to thank the Montgomery Area Business Committee for the Arts for all the work you do to support the arts and for presenting this prestigious award to my mom, Miss Kitty.
Now I'd like to introduce my successor, Mayor Stephen Reed, who will present the Frank Plummer Arts Award. Mayor?
I am Mayor Stephen Reed, a MABCA board member, and it is my pleasure to present the Frank Plummer Memorial Arts Award. It is our final award today, which is our equivalent of a Lifetime Achievement Award for a business. The winner takes home an award sculpture for 1 year. The sculpture is a stainless steel and copper piece titled Convergence, and is a visual representation of the interdependency and mutual support of business and the arts. This award is named for the late Frank Plummer, one of the businessmen who helped establish the Business Committee for the Arts in 1979. He was the past chairman of First Alabama Bank, now Regions Bank, and was a vivacious advocate for the arts. This award honors businesses that have shown his same dedication to the arts.
I've been here for 3 years. Montgomery Wind Creek Casinos has been a sponsor each year. They particularly sponsor our Nutcracker. I know we're not the only program and only organization that Wind Creek sponsors. Go to any organization around town, you're going to see their logo. And each element of the art that Wind Creek supports helps to create a better education for students, a better cultural environment for our community. And it's great that people like Wind Creek Casino actually take the time and effort to realize this is a valuable thing, because the more culture we have in a city, the better the entire environment and city structure is for everyone.
For over a decade, Wind Creek Hospitality and the Porch Band of Creek Indians have been leading investors in the Alabama Shakespeare Festival. We simply couldn't have done what we've done without their ongoing, sustained, and generous support. Not only have they been leading investors in our plays each year, but also our signature fundraising events. They have been the signature sponsor of these fundraising events that allowed us to leverage their gift for many other gifts. We continue to be very proud of our relationship with Wind Creek and the Porch Creek Indians. Interestingly, the central portion of ASF's mission is to build community. Like Porch Band of Creek Indians, their essence is to build community, and I like to think that together we bring people together, we build community, we build relationships through the work that we do and through the work that they do. It's a great partnership. We are so proud and honored to congratulate Wind Creek Hospitality and the Porch Band of Creek Indians for receiving this Lifetime Achievement Award for your incredible support of the arts in the River region.
Please give a warm welcome to Maggie Williams and Danielle Sansbury of Wind Creek Hospitality.
On behalf of Wind Creek Hospitality, thank you to the MABCA for the Frank Plummer Award. A keystone for our Wind Creek Hospitality purpose is creating opportunities for all. By investing in our state and our local communities, we can grow opportunities in recreation, in the arts, for disaster relief, and for education.
As a tribal member, I recognize that partnerships in the Montgomery area help us to share our Porch Creek Indian history and help us keep our Native American traditions and heritage alive. Native American Day allows us to showcase our Native dance, crafts, storytelling, and more. When we share our history, each of us learn how we are more similar than different. That's a win-win, and we like that at Wind Creek Hospitality.
Wind Creek Hospitality and the Porch Band of Creek Indians are honored to partner with MABCA to support the river region and beyond. Thank you again from the Porch Band of Creek Indians and Wind Creek Hospitality for the Plummer Lifetime Achievement Award.
I will ask MABCA Executive Director Ashley Ledbetter to conclude our program.
Thank you so much for being here today at the 34th Annual Business in the Arts Awards. We want to thank our primary sponsors, Alabama Power, Riverbank and Trust, and the Alabama State Council on the Arts. We hope you've enjoyed your lunches today. Please continue to support your local restaurants. We want to thank the arts organizations for your hard work, your